Episode number 6, Why Women Often Fail at Weight Loss and How to Avoid the Common Pitfalls. Most women fail at weight loss not because they lack discipline, willpower, or motivation. It's usually because of how they approach change, the expectations that they set for themselves, and the systems that they have in place. Hi, if you're new here, I'm Shannon. I've lost 100 pounds naturally, and I've kept it off for 7 years. This is the Strong Journey podcast, where we take life one step at a time. Here, I share my ramblings about what worked, what didn't, and all the things I wish I knew along the way. The good, the bad, and yes, sometimes the ugly. In this episode, I want to uncover the most common pitfalls, explain why they happen, and show you how to set yourself up for success that lasts. One of the biggest mistakes I see women make is trying to change everything at once. And this was me to a T. I used to have an all or nothing approach. Then I would quickly lose motivation and boom, I would fail, so I would quit. Changing everything at once can often look like jumping into a new workout routine, plus a strict meal prepping, plus giving up all your favorite foods. Feels ambitious in the moment, but your brain and body quickly feel overloaded. Suddenly, simple choices become exhausting. Do I have the energy to meal prep this meal? Should I skip the next workout so that I can catch up on work? Did I eat enough protein? You try to completely restructure your entire life overnight. And you wake up thinking, today's the day. I'm going to overhaul my schedule, my diet, my exercise, and my mindset all at once. That level of change is not sustainable, and it's easy to burn out fast. You add to the struggle that life doesn't pause for your new plan. Work, family, social commitments, and stresses all continue, and your ambition plan suddenly feels like a series of impossible demands, not a lifestyle that you can maintain. You seem motivated in the moment, but here is the problem. Your brain wasn't built for extreme instant change. When you try to overhaul everything at once, you're asking your brain and your body to reprogram too many habits simultaneously, and it gets overwhelmed. And when that happens, your motivation dips, your frustration rises, and all your old habits creep back in. Change doesn't happen in isolation. Friends and family might not understand your goals, and that is okay. Without support, it's easy to fall back into your old routines and feel guilty when life gets busy. Here is something I see a lot. Some people are a little hesitant to involve others when they start a new habit or diet. They try to do it entirely on their own, quietly keeping their goals to themselves. Often this is because they want to avoid the pressure or the worry about what others might think if they stumble. They'd rather experience the challenges privately than feel judged by others. And that is completely human. We all want to feel in control and protect ourselves from criticism. But here's the truth. Support doesn't mean judgment. A good support system celebrates your wins, encourages you through the hard days, and helps you to stay consistent without shame. Support isn't about someone doing it for you. It's about having someone to witness, cheer you on, and reinforce your habits until they become second nature. Many women believe that weight loss requires constant motivation. If I don't feel motivated today, I will fail. I need to feel ready before I can start. But here's the truth. Motivation comes and it goes. It's unreliable and unpredictable. And here's the big insight. Motivation doesn't come first. Action does. Most of us wait to feel like it before taking a step, but in reality, it's showing up and taking that step that creates the motivation. The more you act, the more your momentum builds, and motivation kind of grows naturally along the way. I've had days when I didn't feel like working out or prepping my meals, but because I had habits and systems in place, I still showed up. And over time, that consistent action only produced results. But it created the drive to keep me going, even on days when I didn't feel ready. Motivation is nice, but it's really not required. Systems, repetition, and self trust are what actually move you forward. One of the biggest traps women fall into is obsessing over the numbers, the scale, the inches, the calories, even the clothes size. Weight can fluctuate for a ton of reasons beyond your control. Water retention, hormones, sleep, stress, digestion, even the time of day that you weigh yourself. When women fixate on these numbers, it's easy to feel discouraged and to question our efforts and to sometimes quit, even if we're making huge progress in our healthy habits. Here is a better approach, is that you should focus on behaviors you can control. Did I prep my meals today? Did I move my body in a way that felt good? Did I prioritize sleep and hydration? Did I practice self-care and manage stress? These are the actions that actually shape long-term results. And the beautiful thing, over time, when you consistently show up for these behaviors, the scale and the other numbers naturally start to follow, even if it takes a little patience. Think of it like planting a garden, right? So you can't force the seeds to grow faster, but if you water them, you give them sunlight, and you care for them every day, eventually they bloom. Your consistent habits are the watering and the sunlight and the care. The numbers are just the blooms that come later. So instead of letting the numbers dictate your mood, let your actions guide your confidence and your sense of accomplishment. Every small, consistent choice is a step forward, whether the scale reflects it today, tomorrow, or next week. Many women tie their self-worth to progress. Missed a workout? I've failed. Ate a piece of cake? All bets are off. Skipped a meal for the day? I'm hopeless at meal prepping. This kind of thinking sets you up for failure. It turns temporary slips into permanent judgments. It kind of makes you feel like one misstep erases all the hard work, and it creates this looping cycle of guilt, shame, and eventually leads to giving up. Here's the key. Separate your action from your identity. You are not your mistakes. You are not defined by one slip, one day, one week. You are a human who is learning, practicing, and building sustainable habits over time. Think about it like learning to ride a bike, right? So you falling off a few times doesn't mean you're a failure at biking. It's part of the learning process. You just get back on and you keep going. Weight loss and healthy habits work the same way. When you catch yourself thinking, I blew it today, I really blew it today, pause and reframe. I may have eaten a treat that I didn't plan on eating, but I can choose my next action intentionally. Missing one workout doesn't undo all the progress that I've made. I can show up tomorrow. This mindset shift reduces the shame. It builds resilience, and it helps you move forward consistently, which is ultimately what leads to the lasting results that we're trying to build. Remember, it's not perfection that creates change. It's showing up again and again and again, even after slips. All right, so now we've talked about some common pitfalls that often come up for women on their health journey, but I really want to get practical. I want to be able to give you some actionable, realistic strategies that you can start using today, not tomorrow, not after you feel ready, but right now. These are the same strategies that I use myself, and these are the ones that I coach my clients on. So I'm giving them to you. They're simple, they're small, and they're realistic. But when you do them consistently, they create real lasting change. So let's dive in. The first one is I want you to focus on one habit at a time. Change is most sustainable when you start small. Pick one specific habit that really feels achievable. Maybe it's prepping a single healthy meal each day, or taking a 15-minute walk after lunch, or going to bed 15 minutes earlier each night, prioritizing your sleep. The key is consistency over intensity. When you nail one habit, it builds confidence, momentum, and a foundation to layer all of your other habits on. Trying to overhaul everything at once just leads to overwhelm, and your body doesn't feel safe. Build support. You don't have to go at this alone. Find someone, a coach, a friend, or a community family member who can encourage you, who can celebrate your wins and hold you accountable without the judgment. Support doesn't mean someone doing it for you. It's having someone to witness your journey, to help you problem solve when you need it, and to cheer you on when you succeed. Remember, it's human to feel hesitant about accountability, but leaning on the right support can drastically improve your chances of success. Trust the process, not motivation. Motivation is unreliable, it's unpredictable, it comes and it goes. But systems and repetition really carry you forward, even on the hard days. Don't wait to feel like it before you take action. Show up anyway. And you'll often find that taking the step actually creates your motivation. This is how trust in yourself and in your habits grows, slowly but powerfully. Track your behavior, not your weight. Focus on what you can control, not what fluctuates beyond your control. Did you prep your meals today? Did you move your body in a way that felt really good? Did you prioritize sleep and stress management? Tracking your behavior reinforces consistency, helps you to spot your patterns, and it keeps you accountable without obsessing over the scale. Over time, consistent actions will naturally produce results, and those results will stick. Plan for slip-ups. Mistakes happen. You are human, and that's okay. What matters is how you respond. Build flexibility into your system so that one slip up doesn't completely derail your process. Have a plan for getting back on track, whether it's taking a walk after a skipped workout or prepping a healthy meal after a busy day. Remember, a single moment of indulgence does not erase all of your progress. Ask yourself this: which of the pitfalls are you maybe falling into right now? What is one small shift you can make today to overcome it? And start there. Take that step, and then take the next one and the next one. That's how strong journeys are built, step by step, choice by choice, day by day. You don't need to rush. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to take the next step and then the next. Your journey is strong because it's consistent, not instant.